Hey, family, Pastor Willingham here. I tell you what, you're looking for a way to improve life this year. I'm going to suggest that we use the power of prayer. Yes, use the power of prayer. I tell you, sometimes we don't pray as much as we should. We don't pray as often as we should. And it's never a bad idea to figure out how we can increase and intensify our prayer life. I tell you what, I'm looking here at Acts 16, verses 25 and 26, that shows us the power of prayer. It reads this way: At midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto God, and the prisoners heard them. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were opened, and everyone's bands was loosed. And so I tell you what, Paul and Silas again teach us a good lesson here at midnight, midnight being symbolic for the darkest times of life. You know, everybody faces some midnights in many ways. It could be in health, it can be in finances, it can be in relationship. It's certainly in this social and political reality in our world. Sometimes it's midnight in our churches as we're going through challenges in spiritual life. And so everywhere we turn, you know, there's the possibility of midnights, of dark situations that we're going to face. And how do we handle these situations? Well, Paul and Silas here teach us that at midnight, the best thing that we can do is pray. And they prayed and sang praises unto God. And here's the other thing: the other prisoners heard them. The other prisoners heard them, and so your prayer and your praise may impact somebody else. I tell you, you know, some don't know how to pray. Some don't know how to praise, and so by virtue of the power of your prayer and your praise, other people can be affected. Other people heard them, and suddenly there was a great earthquake. So the foundations of the prison were shaken. I tell you again, we live in so many types of prisons: relationship prison, again, health prisons, again, social prisons, and so forth and so on. We're living in so many prisons. The enemy has us in so many prisons, and God, through the power of prayer, wants us to shake those prisons. He wants us to shake the foundations of those prisons, of those things that bind us, that the enemy uses to bind us. God wants you to use the power of prayer to shake the foundation of anything that restricts your life, that it's not ungodly. And so then immediately all the doors were open and every man's bands was loose. And so this is the power of prayer. Prayer again breaks bondage. Prayer again shakes the foundations of prisons. And so when you find yourself again in those midnight situations, use the power of prayer, and not just then, intensify your prayer life overall, and you'll see a better result from God in your life. And so I invite you again to subscribe to this channel. And I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate your support. God bless you. Have a great day. Increase your power of prayer. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.